Trump's second inauguration is still a few weeks away. But he has decided he wants Panama, Greenland, and even Canada in the meantime. While we have already told you about Trump's first two wishes, what shocked most people was when he said he wants US and Canada to merge on Truth Social. Now, Trump is known for his off-the-cuff remarks and what's also referred to as over-asks in business negotiations. That is, when you make an excessively high demand to put pressure on who you are negotiating with to ensure the final deal is struck somewhere close to the point you prefer. But over-ask or justify Trump's statement. What are the chances of such a merger? Now, what's clear are the similarities between US and Canada, something which will be a key factor in a hypothetical situation where such a merger is actually being considered. There are linguistic and cultural overlaps between the two countries and the people as well. But perhaps that's where the similarities end. And just after Trump, Kevin O'Leary, who's also a Canadian and the famous Shark Tank investor known for striking shrewd, penny-pinching deals, chimed in, saying he wants to help broker such a deal with the president-elect, some sort of an economic union. He even claimed that half his countrymen will support such a deal. But is it really possible? Possible for the US and Canada to merge? That's what we will find out in this video. The cultural and economic similarities aside, any such negotiation will soon run into real-world problems. Canada is governed very differently from the US. For instance, as far as social questions like marriage, criminal law, etc. are concerned, these are reserved to the federal government and economic issues to the provincial level. Canada's provinces are governed through a parliamentary system. In other words, one or several Canadian provinces might retain a parliamentary system even after merging with the United States. Then, Canada also reserves special rights for linguistic minorities, notably Quebec, Yukon, and the Northwest Territories. Replacing them under US Constitution will prove to be a big headache for all involved. As per a New York Times report, any realistic plan for unification would bring several states into the Union. The average US state population is 6.84 million. The median is 4.5 million. If Canadian provinces sought roughly similar levels of representation, the result would be from 6 to 10 Canadian states, adding between 12 to 20 senators and some 60 representatives, depending on specifics, and this is far easier said than done, as these are very old, culturally and administratively distinct political units. As per a recent poll, slightly more than a quarter of Canadians might contemplate a provincial shift to the US, but this is a largely imaginary number that does not take into account the real difficulties and real challenges that such a merger process would require. Now, this is not a problem which has ever been seriously discussed at any level, except perhaps on X threads by social media users. But despite Trudeau's mismanagement of the Canadian economy, sky-high rents, increasing anti-Semitism, growing presence of Khalistanis, and various other problems, it is almost impossible for Canada and US to merge. But such an ask can certainly offer Trump the opportunity to negotiate better deals with Canada, which seems to be his primary goal as well. Do you think a US and Canada merger is possible? Don't forget to share your thoughts with us in the comment section. Please like and share this video and subscribe to The Mint.